My name is Robert Van Tassel. I've been probably the longest employee of Minneapolis Heart Institute as well as the Institute Foundation. I believe that innovation is a critical portion of the mission of the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation. Innovation is not just developing devices or developing medications, but it's developing ways we treat patients. Innovation at the Heart Institute is not only a critical aspect of our mission, but I believe it's an obligation to our patients. It's an obligation to the supporters of the Heart Institute Foundation, our doctors, to not only practice up-to-date, state-of-the-art clinical cardiology, but also to be part in innovation, moving the practice forward. I think one of the most important areas of innovation is actually patient care. How do you care for a patient from one decade to the next? The care models move forward, the devices have moved forward, the way we treat patients has moved forward, all of which has led to a much better outcome and a much more comfortable and safer patient. Not everybody wants to do innovative medicine. Not everybody wants to be involved in research or in education, which is sort of the core values of the foundation. But those that are interested and those that are performing, we want to support, we want to recognize, we want to allow them to function at their highest level, and so we need to provide the infrastructure for that. This award recognizes that. So we're recognizing that these people are interested in research, education, and innovation. They're willing to spend part of their practice working solely in that area, and we want to recognize them and provide those methods of support that they require in order to be successful. John Lesser, to me, is the perfect example of the person that deserves this type of award. John Lesser is bright, very intelligent, very curious, very disciplined, very hardworking, and has an interest both in clinical cardiology, for which he is just superb, but also has a strong interest in the research side. He's a good writer, he's curious, he's interested in a field that is of paramount importance to our practice, this myocardial imaging or vascular imaging. Went to the Brompton Hospital in London for several months, learned this at the very beginning of this new discipline, brought it back, and then has headed it up at this hospital for the last 22 years. During that time, our program has grown to really assume national acclaim, both national and international acclaim as being one of the finest cardiovascular imaging centers in the United States. John became the president of the Society of Cardiovascular Imaging. He's won awards for his work in that field. We're delighted with what John has brought to the practice, and we're delighted that John Lesser receives this award this year.
I'm John Lesser, and I run cross-sectional imaging at the Heart Institute, and been here for many years, and was a fellow when Drs. Van Tassel, Goebel, and Nelson were seeing patients, and I'd come over to make extra money. And I realized what this place was. I really haven't said thank you very often or enough for myself and for all the others around my age and younger, because we inherited something that we could never have built on our own. And it's been an amazing ride.
John, I want to personally congratulate you on winning this award, on receiving this award today. As I mentioned, I think you're the perfect example of a person that should be recognized for fulfilling our obligation to innovate, create new ways to treat people, and to bring this treatment modality to our hospital. Congratulations, and thank you so much for your effort.